Welcome to WinSouls TV. This is your host, Jeff Thomas, and I have a great message for you guys today, so let's jump right on into it. Now, today's message comes out of Matthew 6:24. Let me go ahead and read that to you guys. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. If you guys have watched any of my videos concerning my past life before I really came to Christ, or before I really began to live for Christ, you'll realize that not only my life, but the walk of a Christian is literally filled with ups and downs. Some of us literally come to Christ, get on fire for God, and never get off fire for God. They are like a walking revival, just used to spread that word wherever they go, to provide breakthrough wherever they go, to provide healing, deliverance, signs, wonders, miracles wherever they go. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. For me, that wasn't the case. That was not the case. And I literally... it was like I was on a little teeter-totter. Like literally, there 1 minute, I would be, on fire for God in my own little way, right? I was a baby Christian majority of the time, but then other times of my life, I'll be, all completely living in the world. You would never ever be able to tell that I was a Christian. And I was content literally having that little title of just being a Christian and just living however I wanted to. But there came a time in my life where I couldn't play both sides of the fence. I literally had to choose one, because one thing that you'll begin to realize is that once you start reading the word, you'll begin to feel Christ on the inside of you. And so when you sin, then it hurts because it hurts him, and he is a part of you. He is inside of you now because you received him. And so when you are grieving the Holy Spirit, or when you are sinning, it hurts. It literally does. And I was sinning purposely, asking for forgiveness, and then doing it all over again. Basically, all I say is this. Whatever it is that you are doing, you have to ask yourself who you are serving. Who you are serving. The reason that I say that is because if your specific actions say that, hey, or you're saying with your mouth, hey, I really love the Lord, but you're out here doing whatever it is that you want, then you have to kind of look at yourself a little bit. Then it's just kind of like, man, okay. And I've been in this place many times, so don't ever feel like I'm judging you. I'm probably like the least person to ever like point any finger at anybody, simply because, and it took me a long time to realize that, because I was very arrogant. I was very narcissistic, and a lot of the times I thought I was a lot better than a lot of the people that I encountered. And so because of that, it has to reach a point that your relationship with God means more to you than whatever it is that is going on in this world. And there was a phrase that I said to one of my mentors a while back, and even to this day, it meant a lot to me. So there are things that a lot of us struggle with. My thing was having sex, porn and masturbation, this, that, and the other. But let me tell you this. One day the Lord had used a specific situation to break me so bad that it drove me back in that word. And when it drove me back in that word, I started to develop that zeal and that passion for the Lord all over again. And it's almost bringing me to tears, simply because that power in that brokenness brought me back to him. And I'm so grateful, even though it hurt. And I said something to my mentor. And I said, It's not that I don't want the women. It's not that I don't want the women. I just want Jesus more. And that was when that relationship with God literally began to, take off in my life. It wasn't when I was just claiming Jesus and then just doing whatever I wanted. But it was when I realized that I have these fleshly, desires. I do. And I am attracted to the opposite sex, as, you should be. He put that desire in there for you so that you can procreate, you see? But at the same time, I just desired him more. I wanted him more. So whatever it is that you are struggling with in the world, it can be porn and masturbation, it can be drinking. Excuse me, guys. That story right there just really hits me. But yeah, it can be drinking and smoking, drugs, masturbation, whatever it is that you are struggling with. Bring it to the Lord. And eventually, whatever it is that you desire the most will begin to take precedence in your life. It will begin to be the number one in your life. It will begin to be the thing that you go to first. It will begin to be your master. And you can't have two. You guys be blessed. Have a good one.